Oh, Stephen Brown, everybody. Let me tell you, the comics here tonight, they're not just great comics, they're awesome parents too, by the way. Okay, let me just double check who's on deck. Okay, guys, after Matthew McConaughey's brother, the Rooster, we're moving on to the diversity portion of the mic. We got some Latin favor. Jerry Colon is coming up. But guys, right now, it's morning in America, so please welcome the Rooster, everybody.
All right, how we doing?
There he is.
Let's give it up for our host, Mike, huh? All right, I was gonna do a bunch of new material, but I think I'm gonna run some old stuff. We got a show coming up, so in November. What you guys thinking right now? Sitting there looking at me? Oh, why the fuck is this tool wearing his name on his head? First off, fuck you, I'm not a tool. All right. Second off, very simple. It's a name tag. All right. The reason I want to wear a name tag is because I'm a walking stereotype. Right? I love going to breweries. When I do, it looks like I'm walking into a family reunion. Chubby, tattooed, bearded men as far as the eye can see. My fear is, one time I'll be there, my wife will end up half in the bag and just grab some guy that kind of looks like me and be like, it's time to go home. But with my luck, she'll realize he's a bit of an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is I can't risk my wife finding out what 6 inches really feels like. Okay? Fucking. It's a stupid joke. Alright. Now we get that shit out of the way. You guys feeling ready? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Warmed up, feeling loose? Oh, my ex does.
There he is.
Yeah, that's a little lie. That's no problem. I'm one of those comedians who like doesn't know when to turn the shit fucking off, you know? Like, I'm a huge football fan. We got any football fans in here tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. We got a bunch of who's a
Steeler.
Yeah, oh, Steeler? Where?
Rams.
Oh, Rams.
There he is.
Wow. Are you happy that you're getting your quarterback this year?
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
You think you're gonna go to the Super Bowl?
Hell no.
Yeah, me neither. I'm a diehard Miami Dolphins fan. All right, and my buddy is a lifelong New York Jets fan. And he this offseason he was talking so much shit to me. He was like, "Bro, we got Aaron Rodgers now. We got the best team, the best head coach. We're gonna win the Super Bowl, man. You'll see, you'll see." I was like, "Bro." You'll see. Now, here's the thing. I give the Jets credit. Aaron Rodgers, easily. He's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback. No question about it. And I do think the Jets have a really good head coach. And not only is he a good head coach, but he's a minority head coach. Which right now in the NFL is a huge thing. A lot of people feel that minority coaches aren't getting fair opportunities to become head coaches. So, that's awesome, right? And not only is he minority, he's like the minority of the minorities when it comes to football. He's a Middle Eastern man, Coach Robert Saleh. So kudos to the Jets for that. But I told my buddy, I said, "You'll see." He's like, "What am I going to see?" I was like, "History repeating itself." He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Bro, let me ask you a question. What happened the last time a Middle Eastern man took over a jet in New York City?" Yeah, it's fucked up. That was the appropriate response to that fucking joke. It's fucked up. I want to emphasize after saying that joke, like, I understand how I look. You know, I know what this looks like. Like I was at the January 6th insurrection. Like I get that. But I am much more, I'm more of a liberal person, okay? Like for example, I wholeheartedly believe in your body, your choice, ladies. All right, pro-choice comic right here. I told my wife, I said, "Listen, you want to go get your tubes tied? That's amazing. It's your body, it's your choice. That's amazing. If not, that's fine too. I'll just trick or treat at the back door." That's also. That is something we're talking about right now. Me and my wife. We're kind of done having kids, so we're sitting there. You know, she wants me to get a vasectomy. I told her she should get her tubes tied. And neither of us wants to cave, so we're kind of at a Mexican standoff. But if neither one of us caves, we're gonna end up like a Mexican family. Such a dumb. This whole set was fucking stupid. No, it's cool though. It's cool. Excuse me. I forgot my next joke. Give me a second here. Let me take a sip of that. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Get your spinach.
Yeah, no, I say stupid shit, man. But if you saw what I was raised by, you would understand, right? My dad, when I was 12, 13 years old, my dad introduced me to his buddies and be like, yeah, this is my son. I had 10 million sperm, and this is the one that made it. You know, like real father of the year kind of shit. But this is how I knew I was going to be a comedian, right? Because that shit didn't faze me. I just looked back at him, I was like, well, imagine how stupid the other ones must have been. Yeah, hate to break it to you, old man, but apparently you got a ball sack full of suck. But I'm no different. I say shit about my kids too. My son, when he was born, he wasn't even alive for fucking 2 minutes and I was already talking shit. Because here's the thing. What they don't tell you about newborns is how ugly they are when they first come out the oven. Yeah, I was sitting there, I was like, listen, I'm no Gordon Ramsay, but maybe we should pop him back in for another couple minutes. That's fucked up to say. My boy, my flesh and blood, came out of my ball sack. Because they knew he was going to look like my ball sack. Yeah, heads up, fellas. When they tell you the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, it really doesn't fall from that high up either. I have a couple stepkids. My wife had kids from a previous marriage. And they're not, they get this shit too. Okay? They're not, they get the smoke. My stepson, before the school let out, my stepson, we got a letter in the mail. He's 5 years old. We got a letter in the mail from the school that they were saying they're acknowledging him for an award. But they didn't tell us what the award was for. And they didn't want us to tell him because they wanted it to be a surprise. So we go. We get there. It turns out the award was for the most optimistic. I looked at my wife, I was like, of course he's optimistic, he's fucking 5. Like, God forbid somebody was trying to, bullying him on the school playground, right? And trying to steal his lunch money. He'd be optimistic that fucking Batman would show up to save the day. That's not optimistic, that's oblivion. And apparently my kid is the most of his class. I felt like this was a real passive-aggressive move by the teacher. Set up an assembly, invite his peers, the parents, the teaching staff, just so she could hand him a piece of paper that tells us he lives in La La Land. What do you think we're gonna do with it? Hang it on the fucking fridge? So now every time I go in there to get a beer, I gotta be reminded that my kid apparently just sits in class blankly staring at his teacher like he's Mitch McConnell trying to give a speech. Thank you for laughing at that. That's how, I understand what the teacher was trying to do, right? That's how it is now. She was trying to get, all the kids got an award that day, and then she was trying to give them a little boost on life, right before school let out. It's different than when I was a kid, Everything's changing. Everything. Even nursery rhymes. You guys remember this nursery rhyme? That all the girls used to say goes, boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Girls go to college to get more knowledge. Y'all remember that shit? Yeah, every guy in here had a little girl scream that in their face at some point, right? Yeah, I see you shaking your head, yeah. Fuck yeah. Apparently it's changed. My 9-year-old stepdaughter said it the other day, and I swear to God, this is what she said. She goes, girls go to college to get more knowledge. Boys go to Venus to get a bigger penis. I was like, what the fuck? How are they getting there? Are they taking a bus? Pull up NASA, book a flight, asking for a friend. Asking for a friend who just wants to show his wife what 6 inches really feels like. Guys, my name's Rooster. That's my time. Thank you.
Keep going for a Brewster, everybody. Make sure to hang out and talk with them about IPAs after the show. This is good, though. It's great we got some football here fans here tonight. You guys heard of this thing?